All right, when we're talking about aggregate demand, what exactly is aggregate demand? We're looking at different sectors of the economy and the demand that they plan to do. तो हम जब different sectors की बात करते हैं, if you remember the expenditure method, what all sectors did we cover? Expenditure method के हमको broad subheadings याद है?
Ma'am, primary, secondary, and tertiary.
For expenditure method of national income, we
Public, private, government, net
public.
export.
Also, expenditure.
Ex- Someone again try to recall. This is not what I'm looking for. Aggregate. Sorry. Expenditure method के components क्या थे? Thank you. One, we had private final consumption expenditure. We had government final consumption expenditure. What else? We had gross domestic capital formation.
Net export.
And we had net exports. आपका private final consumption expenditure करता कौन था?
Household.
Thank you. One, we're looking at household as one sector. And what kind of expenditure are they doing? They're incurring private final consumption expenditure. Talking about government final consumption expenditure, ये खर्चा वो है जो गवर्नमेंट कर रही थी. ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन लार्जली हम इन्वेस्टमेंट बोलते हैं इसको, जो आपकी डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स करते हैं. नेट एक्सपोर्ट्स इज बेसिकली डन बाय द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. यहीं से इन्हीं फैक्टर्स ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर से वी कैन सिंपली कम अप टू सेक्टर्स दैट वी हैव. One sector that we'll be talking about will be the private consumption, or we'll be talking about the household sector. अब household sector जो खर्चा प्लान कर रहा है, जो गवर्नमेंट खर्चा प्लान कर रही है, जो फर्म्स इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान कर रहे हैं और जो रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड प्लान कर रहे हैं, these expenditure that they plan to incur in your economy, summing it up gives you aggregate demand. अब जब हम इसकी बात कर रहे हैं, let's discuss it one step further. आपका, if I'm talking about the demand being done by all the sectors, we'll also have to get into details of what kind of demand are these people doing. If I'm looking at the household sector, और household जो करता है उसको हम broadly consumption कहते हैं. Sorry, what is this? Alright. Consumption expenditure आपका सिर्फ household करता है. If I take you back to national income, consumption के भी different aspects थे. आप capital goods आप ड्यूरेबल्स कंज्यूम कर सकते हो, आप सेमी ड्यूरेबल्स कंज्यूम कर सकते हो, आप सर्विसेज कंज्यूम कर सकते हो. डू वी रिमेंबर दैट डिस्कशन? What
Yes,
exactly
ma'am.
was the difference between durables and semi durables?
Ma'am, durables are the goods which keep on working for more than like 3-4 years. However, semi-durables are goods which work for comparatively lesser time, like 1-2 years.
Taken. In that aspect, Yash, do you think you can give me an example of a durable and a semi durable? In the meanwhile, if Pranika, you can tell me what exactly is a sorry. What? Sorry, never mind. There's another thing which we basically refer to as services, or the non-durables that are there. You simply consume and it is gone. You can simply avail. There's no good there per se. Durable can be a machine. Semi-durable can be clothes. Taken. So you're looking at different commodities that a household ends up consuming. जो सारा खर्चा your household plans to do, important word to be focused here, plans to do goes as a part of the household's component for aggregate demand, which basically is private consumption expenditure. Next we move to government. गवर्नमेंट भी आपकी अब डिफरेंट खर्चा करती है फॉर डिफरेंट पर्पसेज. एक वो खर्चा करते हैं फॉर कंजम्पशन पर्पसेज और एक वो खर्चा करते हैं फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पसेज. गवर्नमेंट का कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर का कोई एग्जांपल दैट वी कैन थिंक ऑफ?
Ma'am, salary of government employees.
Taken. Jaideep, can you come up with an example for consumption expenditure of the government? Akshit, can we give an example for consumption expenditure of the government? Arnav, you think of investment expenditure done by the government. I'm waiting for responses, Jaideep, Akshit, and Arnav.
I'm like sale of goods to the other countries.
That is an investment expenditure. Harshit, please think of something. Investment क्या करती है government?
Ma'am, social protection.
वो investment है. Is it giving is it giving returns in long term in form of some monetary returns? Are we getting some monetary returns out of that? For consumption expenditure, I can take health. For investment expenditure, I'll take infrastructure. So if I'm talking about consumption expenditure, इसको नीचे बनाओ, क्या है ये? Talking about consumption expenditure, I can take salaries that they're giving. I can take subsidies that the government gives in. अभी government cash transfers कर रही थी. I can take that. The food that they have, if I look at say midday meal पे जो खर्चा हो रहा है, that goes as a part of consumption expenditure. The kharcha that you're doing for maintaining of law and order can be a part of your consumption done by the government. For investment, you can talk about construction of schools that they're doing. In these times when they made, please ignore the typing things. In these times when they made these institutional quarantine places, that goes as a part of government investment. I can talk about flyovers that can be a part of government investment.
Power plants.
Power plants taken goes as a part of government's investment. So your government is also spending. Sorry, Shivam, sorry I missed that.
No, ma'am, I was just giving an example of metro line as government expenditure. Investment, sorry.
Bilkul. Just in case any other example comes to your mind, please do. Akshit, I'm sorry I missed health there. All right. The point being, your government also spends in the economy. The government also demands certain goods and services. So government becomes another sector which contributes to your aggregate demand. Again, just to revisit what exactly was aggregate demand, the total value of the final goods and services that each sector plans to demand in a certain year. अभी हम सिर्फ again plans to demand की बात कर रहे हैं, हम actual demand की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. Next, when we spoke of एक्सपेंडिचर मेथड, हमारा एक कंपोनेंट था इन्वेस्टमेंट का, जो हम लार्जली फर्म्स पे एट्रीब्यूट करते थे. Sorry, why did I do that? All right. This investment that we're talking about is done by firms. अब जब firms खर्चा करती हैं for setting up say machinery, for any plant that they're setting up, or if I say that they've made an office space or some construction of office space that has happened, that goes as a part of their investment in expenditure. आपकी firm भी थोड़ा contribute कर रही है for demanding certain goods and services in the economy. Last आपका हो जाता है rest of the world. Rest of the world also contributes in the total demand that is being done. वो कैसे करते हैं? Things that we sell abroad are basically being demanded, that goes as an export. things that we are buying from abroad that goes as an import. हम अपने component में क्या लेते हैं? हम लेते हैं net export. That is basically export minus import. Why do we do that? हम export add इसीलिए करते हैं because people are demanding those goods that have been produced domestically. So if I say that I've made a phone and people from Japan feel like buying that, मैं जब उनको sell कर रही हूँ, that counts as an export. We will be adding it to the aggregate demand of our country. क्यों? क्योंकि कोई भी हमारे goods की demand कर रहा है. Why do I call it हमारा good? Because it is domestically produced. So if you buy something that is domestically produced, that basically means you are adding to the demand of the goods and services that are being produced within my domestic territory. So we will count it as a part of aggregate demand. Imports हम minus क्यों कर देते हैं? Import is basically a demand but not for domestically produced good. So it is basically me demanding say an MK bag. बाहर बना है, बाहर मेरा पैसा जा रहा है, पर डिमांड मैं बैक की कर रही हूँ. Since I am spending that money, but not on the good that has been produced domestically, I'll be subtracting that. Does this make sense? Why are we adding export and subtracting imports?
Ma'am, I'm understanding like why we are adding the exports. But ma'am, if you're talking about demand only, then I think imports should also be added. Because if we see like in a globalized world, no good is completely Indian or no good is completely Chinese or something. If we take the example of smartphones also, then some of the components of smartphone might be from China, might be from Korea, might be assembled in India. So, ma'am, in that respect, why are we not adding the imports also?
All right, when we're talking about adding import in that, so let me address it in two ways. One, if I look at a good that has been solely produced at one place, अगर मैं simple बात करती हूँ, आपका US में production है and I am buying something from US. This is a simple scenario. Why am I not considering that? Because even if that is demand, that money that I've spent on demanding that good has not been spent on the good that has been made in your country. So if I add it as a part of aggregate demand of India, that will be an overestimation. So if I say I'm spending 20,000 on a bag and you count it as import और आप इसको include कर लेते हो, that would basically mean that I've spent 20,000 on a product that has been produced in India. तो ये India की aggregate demand का part हो रहा है. Doesn't really make sense. Why? Because that money is not in India. That money is elsewhere. So wherever it is, it should ideally be added there. और जहाँ पर अगर मैं कह रही हूँ हमने spend किया है उसको, should be subtracted from my aggregate demand because that money though has been spent, it has not been spent on the good that was produced in your country. This was a simple scenario.
But ma'am, demand तो हमारी country की है ना?
बेटा आप डिमांड को यूनिट्स की टर्म्स में नहीं देख रहे हो, आप डिमांड को उसके आउटपुट की टर्म्स में देख रहे हो. जस्ट अ सेकंड, जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट.
Butts kicked. At least I did not get nervous. But I was useless.
Me too. I only held everyone back. Hey, what's done is done. Don't sweat it. I think that we just
All
weren't
right, yes.
quite
Tell me, sorry.
So, ma'am, basically what I'm trying to say is that if we take, for example, a bag. Now, if we see the demand of a bag, then no matter what kind of demand it is the demand for a bag only. Either it is for a foreign brand or for an Indian brand. Also, because we are living in a globalized world, then even though a person might have this demand or wanting for a brand, he might get buy a Indian bag. Possibilities are there. So see the demand. Why are we carrying it on like brand basis or key basis? Why are we not taking it on product basis? That's my point.
All right. For this, I'll take you back. There was this one discussion that we once had in class 10, or we can also talk about how are we estimating GDP. Agar I start looking at products, that would basically mean, say, I would have to add my demand for bags with my demand for vegetables, with my demand for milk, with my demand for car, with my demand for mattress, with my demand for laptop. You cannot really add all of this unless you have it in the same measuring unit. What exactly comes out to be my measuring unit is the value of those goods. So instead of adding the products that we have, I'm adding the value that each of them have generated. That is how we look at demand at a comparable level. Only if you convert it into value, you can compare the value, say, being generated in primary, secondary, tertiary, or you can compare the aggregate, you can compare the demand being made in Delhi with AD of Maharashtra, with of Kerala, with of some other state. You will have to come to a comparable level. And that turns out to be the value of it and not the commodity per se. Does that answer something?
Yes,
Not
ma'am, a
really.
little, but still, ma'am, the thing is like when we were calculating GDP, it was in absolute terms, but now we are talking about demand. It has some loose ends still.
Beta, you are measuring demand also as a part of value. So when we'll be, if you see effectively, अगर मैं आपको यहाँ लाती हूँ, how is this any different from your GDP? यहाँ पे अभी मैं सिर्फ अब आप वहाँ पे we were talking about private final consumption expenditure. Here I'm simply saying that the household does it. वहाँ पे we spoke of the government final consumption expenditure. Here I'm telling you that the sector that is doing it is government. Adding all the expenditure, यहाँ पे अगर मैं सबको add भी कर देती हूँ, आता तो मेरे पास अभी भी GDP MP ही है.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is again, everything is in value only. आपका national income is in value. आप aggregate demand भी measure कर रहे हो, आप उसको भी value में कर रहे हो. How are we finding that demand? You're not looking at the commodities being demanded individually. You're simply looking at the value being generated in each sector. Why was suddenly it an issue? There was this one time where Maruti did not record increase in sales or did not record a sales. That became an issue. आप वहाँ पे units नहीं देख रहे हो, आप देख रहे हो कितना value आप generate कर रहे हो. Only then can you compare. Only then will that give you an indication कि पहले हम कितना generate कर रहे थे और हम अब कितना generate कर रहे हैं. Converting it into rupees simply gives you a comparable ground. Comparing different industries also. Maybe
Sure.
say comparing a car manufacturer with a furniture manufacturer with maybe a telecom industry. आप उनका output नहीं कर पाओगे compare, पर आप उनका value generated compare कर पाओगे. Is it making any sense?
Sure, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is clear. I had one other question. Now, if we are talking about only, we have already said that human wants are unlimited. So, if you follow that notion, then it should be infinite in all cases.
Sorry, what should be infinite in all cases?
Ma'am, the demand. If the human want unlimited, then the demand for human good should also be unlimited.
All right. Let me start from the micro level and let me get you to the macro level. When we defined demand last year, we were talking about the willingness and ability of people to buy at a certain price level during a given period of time. Do we remember that definition vaguely? आपका willingness
Yes, ma'am, I
infinite
do.
हो सकता है. You can have an infinite willingness. You cannot have infinite ability. Accompanied by levels of prices that we have.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, when you're talking about infinite, you're simply looking at desire. When we're looking in economics, आपका desire is not the demand. If it is backed by ability to pay at the price level that we have, only then does it convert it in demand. The same thing holds true for aggregate demand.
ma'am.
What people can buy at a given income level goes as their aggregate demand. So I feel like buying, say, a Mercedes right now. My income level doesn't really support that. So that wish that I have for getting, say, a car for myself will not be a part of my aggregate demand because it is not backed by ability to pay. Holds here as well. As for the third thing that you
Sure,
said,
ma'am. Noted.
there was, when we're talking about a globalized economy and production happening in different ways, again taking you back to national income, when we were talking about value added method. Do we remember the value added method, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Talking about आपका value added basically था ही क्या? It was value of output minus intermediate consumption. This is value of output. If you remember this, intermediate consumption में भी whatever we were importing, we were subtracting. क्यों subtract कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि again you are not considering the inputs of another country. Reason being that has not been procured from your country. अगर आप सिर्फ एक डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी का आउटपुट जानना चाह रहे हो तो जो आपने प्रोक्योर किया है बाहर से आप उसको नहीं कंसिडर करोगे. You will try to remove it and you would want to see what is the value that has been generated within your own country. So if I say I am using this laptop, आधे पार्ट इसके बाहर से आए हैं और आधे डोमेस्टिकली प्रोड्यूस्ड हैं. 50,000 का लैपटॉप है, so I can then say कि 25,000 की वैल्यू इंडिया में जनरेटेड है. I don't want to know what is the MRP of the laptop. I want to know कितना प्रोडक्टिव एक्टिविटी हुई है हमारी कंट्री में और कितना वैल्यू हमने जनरेट किया है. That goes as a part of aggregate demand then.
Sure, ma'am. Noted.
Are you sure, Shivam? Are you convinced?
Yes, ma'am. Totally.
All right.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी.
So, ma'am, is this demand basically, ma'am, the demand for products of India, or ma'am, the India, or ma'am, the demand in India?
We are, be it in any place, we're simply looking at the value for goods and services being demanded in a particular place. In simplest language. तो अगर आप demand की भी बात करोगे, I will firstly convert it into value and being done in a certain place being India for us. The total क्या demand हम कर रहे हैं is what we're trying to study in aggregate demand.
Okay, ma'am.
Anyone else who has a question? Fine, let's proceed. Proceed क्या? Let me just conclude once. Things that we've done so far. अभी हमने बात करी aggregate demand. Aggregate demand again in very simple language है ही क्या? जो total value आप demand कर रहे हो of goods and services. So whatever goods and services are being demanded in an economy, we're finding the value of that and we're considering that as aggregate demand. अब आपका aggregate demand के components क्या होते हैं? पहला component हो गया आपका consumption. Consumption कौन करता है? Household करता है. So whatever money your household is spending on consumption will be a part of this C. This can be a durable, a semi-durable or non-durable. Similarly, आपका firms भी खर्चा करते हैं on different machinery, can be a plant, can be whatever investment purposes that we're looking at. This goes as a capital expenditure by them. Next demand जो आपकी हो रही है economy में, that is being done by the government and we call it the government expenditure. Government अब दो aspects पे खर्चा कर रहा है. One, वो consumption expenditure कर रहे हैं. Next, वो capital expenditure कर रहे हैं. Consumption expenditure can be their day-to-day expenditure. Simple law and order maintain करने के लिए अगर पेट्रोल भरवाना है in a police vehicle, that goes as a part of this. MCD workers को neatness maintain करने के लिए आप खर्चा दे रहे हो, that goes as a part of consumption expenditure. Similarly, if I say investing in your metro lines, setting up more healthcare centers will be a part of investment expenditure done by the government. Last component is net exports, which is the net of expenditure being done by the rest of the world on our goods. जब मैं net बोल रही हूँ, that basically means कोई और अगर हमारे गुड पे खर्चा कर रहा है, हम उसको ऐड कर रहे हैं, और अगर हम किसी और के गुड पे खर्चा कर रहे हैं, वो खर्चा हम इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. अगर हमने वो खर्चा इंक्लूड कर लिया, that basically means we are overestimating the demand of our goods. उसके लिए आपको इम्पोर्ट सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज दैट मनी वाज नॉट स्पेंट ऑन द गुड दैट वाज because it was not produced in your territory. This goes as a brief introduction of what exactly we'll be talking about. ये आपका aggregate demand. I'll just keep this here. I have 3 minutes. Take a moment. Please read this portion. Have we read this?
Yes, ma'am.
Just one
Jalla.
थिंग, अगर मैं एग्रीगेट डिमांड बोल रही हूँ या मैं एग्रीगेट एक्सपेंडिचर बोल रही हूँ, बात एक ही है. बात एक क्यों है? इफ आई एम डिमांडिंग, दैट बेसिकली मीन्स समवन एल्स गेट्स द मनी दैट आई एम spending. So my demand or my expenditure are being considered as one thing only. Moving forth, we're looking at these components. यहाँ पर ये प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर की बात करेगा, जो आपका हाउस होल्ड करते हैं. विद मोर इनकम आपका कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर ज्यादा होता है, विद लेस इनकम आपका कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर कम होता है, बिकॉज अगेन आपकी एबिलिटी उससे रिफ्लेक्ट होती है. इन्वेस्टमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर के बारे में हमारी एक अजम्पशन है. Investment expenditure, something that your firms are spending on, we assume it to be autonomous. Do we know what do we mean by the term autonomous?
Constant at all levels.
Constant at all levels. A simple vocabulary check basically says that autonomous is independent. Independent of what? Ideally, अगर आप देखोगे, आपका investment decision is dependent on too many things. एक वो डिपेंडेंट हो सकती है आपके इनकम पे. अगर आपके पास ज्यादा पैसा है, आप ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो. अगर आपके पास कम पैसा है, आप ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर पाओगे. नेक्स्ट, आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन कैन बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. अगर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा है, विल आई बी इन्वेस्टिंग मोर और लेस? सॉरी, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दिस इज फॉर लोन्स. आप लोन लेकर इन्वेस्ट करते हो, तो अगर बैंक ज्यादा रेट इंटरेस्ट चार्ज कर रहा है, क्या आप ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए पैसा उठाओगे मार्केट से या कम उठाओगे?
हम कम उठाएंगे.
We'll take less if the banks are charging high. If the banks are charging low, that is when people are encouraged to take more loans. There are other factors also. आपकी गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज इफेक्ट करती हैं, आपका मार्केट का सेंटिमेंट इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजंस को अफेक्ट करता है. स्पेशली nowadays you can easily see मार्केट का क्या सेंटिमेंट है और उस हिसाब से लोगों की क्या इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं. So there are too many factors that affect your investment decisions. For now, for the model that we will be studying, हम इसको autonomous मान रहे हैं कि independent है. आप इनकम से नहीं देखोगे इसको, आप इंटरेस्ट रेट नहीं देखोगे, आप मार्केट सेंटिमेंट नहीं देखोगे. हम इसको सिंपली फिलहाल के लिए एक कांस्टेंट मान रहे हैं कि इकोनॉमी में इतना अमाउंट का इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है. दिस इज सिंपली डन फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द मॉडल. आपके लेवल पे इसी तक whatever you are supposed to do, you're supposed to do it till this level. अगर हम whenever, if you choose to take it at a higher level also, that is when you start relaxing these assumptions और आप investment को autonomous नहीं करते. Next, we'll be studying a two-sector model. तो आपको government expenditure और net export पता होना चाहिए कि क्या है, but we will be assuming government expenditure to be zero and net exports to be zero. Just for simplicity. तो जब हम अपना ये मॉडल कल पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे, we'll be talking about C and I. G and net exports को we'll be taking as zero for now. Is it okay?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
why?
Why is because you do models slowly. If I take you back to PP से, अगर आपको याद हो, हमने पहले PPC पढ़ा था, उसकी assumptions पढ़ी थी, उसके बाद हमने वो assumptions change करना शुरू किया था कि आपके रिसोर्स बढ़ गया तो राइटवर्ड शिफ्ट हो गया, रिसोर्स चेंज हो गया तो लेफ्टवर्ड शिफ्ट हो गया. इफ यू रिमेंबर ऑल दैट, so you firstly understand the most basic of it, only then will you be able to understand how things change if your assumptions change. तो इसका बेसिक ही इतना ज्यादा है that you stay at basic level. Just in case you choose to have eco at your graduation level, that is when you'll be studying more models of it.
Got it, ma'am.
All right, I'm posting your attendance question. Please go and mark your attendance. Also, if possible, please read this portion before we meet tomorrow. Again, just a reminder, it is a heavy chapter, it is a heavy unit. I would need your support in constant revision, please. That is it. You may go and mark your attendance. Have a nice day, everyone.
मैम मार्क्स कब मिलेंगे एग्जाम के?
जब मैं चेक कर लूंगी, और मैंने चेक करना शुरू नहीं किया है.
ओके मैम.
Ma'am, good day.
To you too.